Greetings and welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. We really do appreciate your joining us and sharing our broadcast and following us. We are grateful for the super chats and the stars and the gifts on TikTok. Please continue to share our broadcast and help us grow the platform. Please go ahead. Subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Hit the notification button, give us thumbs up. Subscribe to us on TikTok. Subscribe to us on Facebook, on Instagram. Continue to help us grow the platform. Thank you so very much. I'm going to play you a section of the video that has gone viral of a young lady being threatened by a Nigerian official effectively. Let us start with that, then we'll go to the beginning. This is very, very wrong. And you can see I've got there the key section of the Nigerian constitution that states that we are sovereigns, and it is time to reiterate that. Let's listen to this.
No, ma.
I wasn't insulting the president, ma. I was only asking for accountability.
Pull down that rubbish you put there.
Ma, are you threatening me?
Pull down that rubbish. You are not talking to your mate.
Ma, she called me.
So you said you heard that now. So now, because it's important to put that context in there, really, really important. And when we say that we are not a democracy, that's exactly what we mean. It means that the system is telling you we're a democratic system, but the reality, that's just a facade. To say that we're a democracy in Nigeria is a facade. It's a front of the house, but the back of the house is nothing democratic about what they're doing. To tell the young lady to pull down what firstly, she doesn't have the right to tell her to pull it down. She's talking about what she's going through and expressing herself, and she wasn't abusive, by the way. She wasn't. To say that the president is terrible is a statement of fact as she perceives it. She didn't call him names. She didn't call him names. And I think that is really important for us to say. And we need to understand, again, I'm going to reiterate before we go ahead. All of us should really be familiar with this key section of the Nigerian constitution that I always espouse. Please, in Yoruba, in Igbo, in Hausa, in English, to know your rights is a very important thing. And that's why I'm going to read this one. Section 14.2a, you see it on the screen there next to her, states, sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. You see it on the screen next to her right there. And I think it's a very important point to raise. And I wanted to raise that again. So here you can see it right next to her. In fact, that's even better that way. Yeah. So, yeah, good. So, you can see on the screen. Please share it. Section 14.2a states, sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. She is a sovereign of the land. No way do you speak to a sovereign of the land in that manner, because you are serving the sovereign. Collectively in our communities, we can exercise that power. Nobody has the right to talk down on a sovereign of the land like that. And that is one of the issues that we are facing, that many people are not aware that they can stand up for their rights without being abusive, and not accept the injustice of the actions of those in government who believe that they are above the law. So 14.2c, interestingly, I'm going to say that section 14.2 in Yoruba goes like this. Ìjọba jẹ́ ti àwọn ènìyàn Nàìjíríà láti ọ̀dọ̀ ìjọba nípasẹ̀ òfin orílẹ̀-èdè yìí gbogbo agbára àti àṣẹ rẹ̀. I'm saying that to you because I want you to understand that in your local language, that the powers that is being used to govern you is derived from yourself. The government is only borrowing that power. The power always resides with the people in the land, those in the communities, those in the villages. We are all sovereigns, and it's important that we begin to exercise that collectively. Secondly, Section 14.2c, the participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. Now, what that talks about there is that we have the power to participate in our governance by dint of the fact that we are sovereigns. And as sovereigns, we can call our government officials, our appointed officials, we can call them to order. We can call them to question them, to demand answers for them, because they are serving we, the people who are collectively sovereigns. Individually and collectively, we are sovereigns. And the way she's been spoken to is totally unacceptable. And this is why we need our people to know those rights in the local language, which I'm going to say now. 14.2c in Yoruba. Ìkópa àwọn ènìyàn ní ìjọba wọn gbọ́dọ̀ rí dájú ní ìbámu pẹ̀lú àwọn òfin orílẹ̀-èdè. Now, again, it's stating the fact that you, as a sovereign, you have the power to participate in your governance because you are a sovereign, and those who serve the government, they are answerable to you. It's not just about voting alone. Very important point to make there. Okay, so now let's carry on and speak about the other things again. So now let us watch the whole thing from beginning, what she spoke about. And then we can come up and talk a bit more about this, because this is really, what she's gone through is totally unacceptable. It is not something that we should condone. What she has been put through is simply not acceptable. It is simply not acceptable. And I say that categorically. It is not right for her, for any citizen to be spoken to in that manner. We should not accept it in any way, shape, or form. Now, let us listen to it. Here we go.
So guys, yesterday I made a video talking about the Nigerian government and how terrible President Tinubu is, and I was crying in the video. So 30 minutes ago, I just received a call from the Nysc board, starting with the secretariat before the LGI. And for the secretariat, for the NYC secretariat, I'm going to attach what she said, some of the things she said, so you guys will hear.
Are you normal?
I wasn't insulting the president, ma. I was only asking for accountability.
Hold down that rubbish you put there.
Ma, are you threatening me?
Hold down that rubbish. You are not talking to your mate.
Ma, she called.
So right there, let me just say, first of all, as a person serving the people of Nigeria, the lady has no right whatsoever to speak to this young lady in that manner. She clearly disregards the rights of the people that she is serving. She doesn't think nothing of their rights of being able to speak up and actually to hold their government accountable. And this is why you see me putting those words in the 1999 Constitution, as flawed as that Constitution is. Those are words that we can use to hold our governors to account. She is very, very wrong. In fact, we should expect that she should be reprimanded by those in government as an example to show how the people's rights are never ever trampled upon by those in government, either appointed or elected. In either case, the sovereigns have the ultimate power and they must be respected at all costs. So that's what I'm trying to picture and get you to understand here. So what she said, the way she spoke, if you listen to the manner, very condescending. Listen to this.
Asking for accountability.
Hold down that rubbish you put there.
Ma, are you threatening me?
Hold down that rubbish. You are not talking to your mate.
Ma,
you're not talking to your mate. This is not about mate or not mate. Sovereigns can be, if you are born in Nigeria, you're a sovereign, young or old. We deserve to be treated with respect and not in a condescending manner. And these are those who are in government. This is why I'm saying we need to start really looking at the caliber of people who are actually going to our governance. If they're going with the manner of they are going to lord it over us, when in actual fact we're the sovereigns. And this is why we are calling for the Constitution to be written in local languages. I'll give you an example. Give me 1 sec if I can pull it up for you. Of what I mean. I want to show you something quickly that I've done, and I want to show you so you can have it in Yoruba language and Igbo language, so that kind of thing. Because the people, they really bank on us not knowing our rights, and they use that to exploit us. So, and it is something that we need to address. We must address that. Where is it? So I want to show you. You can see the one there, but I'm going to just quickly show you one more here. So where are we going? Okay, I'm going to put it there. Oh, can I put it there? Okay, yes, you can see it there. Perfect. So I'm putting it next to her. Sorry. I'm putting it next to her. I'll move it up a touch. Let me move it up a touch. So I want you to just see that part. So that is in Yoruba. What you see on the right there What you see on my right on the screen is also what is in Yoruba. So in Yoruba it says nípa báyìí ó ti kéde pé ìjọba jẹ́ ti àwọn ènìyàn Nàìjíríà láti ọ̀dọ̀ ní tìjọba nípasẹ̀ òfin orílẹ̀-èdè ìgbà gbogbo agbára àti àṣẹ rẹ̀. You know, again, it tells you that you are sovereign, you are Ọba Aláṣẹ. You are sovereign means Ọba Aláṣẹ. Agbára and power means agbára. Those are the things you possess as a citizen, as a sovereign of that land. Every single one of us possess that power, and we have the right to use it because it states ìkópa àwọn ènìyàn ní ìjọba wọn gbọ́dọ̀ rí dájú ní ìbámu pẹ̀lú àwọn òfin orílẹ̀-èdè. The participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. Now, that is very important for us to understand. So for her to be talking to this young lady in that manner is totally unacceptable. And that's why we're advocating for this constitution to be in local languages. Let me see if I got the Igbo one out. I'm not going to read it, but I'm just going to show you on the screen because it's important to understand. Translate. Let me see if it works. Translate. 1 second. I'm just going to try and break that up. Okay, I think I've got it. Yeah. So this will be the Igbo version as well. So I'm just showing you the same thing. I can't read it. I don't know it, but that's the Igbo version on there. And then I'll get the Hausa version as well out. I'm just showing you what we've not. This must be taught in all our local languages because it is now clear that without doing this work, we can talk and look. If we just come and just say it's very wrong and not come up with solutions that people can use in their communities right now, we're not really doing our job. As those of us who are bloggers or journalists or none of that, people must learn how they can hold the government accountable. Let me see Hausa. Let me see if it works. Is there anything in Hausa that I can see here? I think I see something. Is that correct? No, it is not there. Okay, no. 1 second. Translate. Let me see. Translate. 1 second. Just give me a minute, please. Translate. Okay. Let me see if I've got it. Let me see what it says here. Is there anything? No, that is the Igbo version. I know I have the Hausa version somewhere, and I'm just trying to locate it. So just give me a second. I think Hausa. In Hausa, let me see. I think I have it. No. I'm gonna just that key section. Is it there? No, it's not coming up. Okay. So let me see. I'll try one more time. Constitution. Constitution. If I don't find it, it's not a problem. I will come back with it later on. I do have it somewhere. And I know it is in Hausa. Okay, in Hausa. Let me see. Okay, I have one thing here. I'm going to just show you that. Okay, good. Okay, good. I will just quickly show you anyway. You'll see it on the screen. I wanted to just see it. So we have that. In fact, I'm going to do this is better. I can do that. That's it. So I want you to be able to see that. And that's why I'm bringing it to you so that you can, you can. So that's the Hausa version of the writing there. Just give me a minute, please. Is that correct? Yeah, I can do that. Yes, I can do that. Yes. So that is it there. 1 second. Make sure I get it. I want you to be able to see the whole thing. So we'll move it here. I'm just adjusting as I go along the screen. So that is the Hausa version of the Constitution there. So you have the Hausa version. You have the Igbo version. Where is it? Please share this broadcast. You are listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth about. Don't forget, go ahead, subscribe to Citizen AY, hit notification button, give us thumbs up, help us reach more people. It's really important. So we will do this. So that is the Hausa version there. That is the Igbo version there. That is the Yoruba version. Let me see. Sorry about this. Not that one. Yoruba version is going to come up shortly. I thought I had it on the screen. There. So that's the Yoruba version there. Let me make that bigger for you to see in that area. So you can move it up like that. So you can see that's the Yoruba version on the screen there. So all of those are very, very important for us to know of. So I'm going to take it off the screen and we can carry on with the discussion. So we're going to carry on. Let's watch
She
on.
called me and she was shouting and she was threatening me to take down the video. And I'm in my first mind, I'm like, wait, how did they get my phone number? And then I realized that every NYC Corper has to fill a file with your phone number and your address. I'm like, these people actually have my house address and they know where I'm staying. And now they have started calling me first to threaten me. It is so bad that you can't even just speak up about the government because they feel like they have chains to hold you. You're already calling me to threaten me. And this is, I will literally attach what she said so you guys can hear. She was telling me that I was insulting the president. I never insulted the president. I said he's terrible. That is not an insult. It is a statement, and I did not go on and start saying, oh, Tinubu, you're this, you're that. I just said he's a terrible president. And it's okay for a body to identify that, okay, this person is actually terrible at their job. So why is it a problem that the NYC government, NYC secretariat, or NYC board will call me to threaten me? Like, why is that okay? That I can't speak up for something that is directly hurting me? Why is it okay that they will call me to threaten me under 24 hours that I made a video? Why can't Nigerians speak up? Why are they holding us in chains? Why do they feel like everything that we do, they have ways to control us? Let me tell you guys something, NYC board or whatever. If you guys have come together and you like, maybe you're not calling me one by one to threaten me, that's fine. You can do whatever you want to do. Because I know that you guys already have plans. The one that this one is calling me, the next person is calling me, that's fine. But now I'm putting it out here so you guys will see and you guys will know. NYSC, they have my house address and they are started calling me to threaten me. So in case anything happens, you will be very much aware where the problem started. Because I did not say anything I shouldn't have said. The Nigerian government are not doing anything about the inflation that is happening. And it's causing us to be very depressed. I am depressed and my bank account is going to zero and I still have to live every day. And I'm asking the Nigerian government to do something about the inflation. And instead of me to get a call and say, okay, we are working on it, I'm getting a call saying that, oh, you're very stupid. Why did you do that to Tinubu? Take down that video. You did this, you did that. I just want you guys to know that this is what the NYC board are doing. And in case anything happens to me, because they have my address, you guys know who to hold accountable.
So, that was what the young girl said. I don't quite know her name, but I think it's Ray. I'm not quite. Is it Ray? I think it's Ray. Yes, Dr. Ray. I think it is. I think I'll find it. But it is so. I'm so glad she spoke. And it speaks to the terrible situation that we have in governance. And nobody, as you know, Citizen were the platform where we speak with power. I never advocate for anybody to abuse the government or call them names. And in fact, one of the things I believe that is counterproductive. It doesn't really achieve anything. That's my own personal view. Others will have a different view, and that is perfectly okay. And that's the point of it. I believe that I know that we can get far more done, and we can get the things that we need through active cooperation in the areas of making our people aware of their rights in the local languages and how to use those powers. For example, as well as knowing those rights now that you see on the screen next to her there, it's now using those powers via town hall meetings. I'm a strong advocate for town hall meetings where the people can call town hall meetings, call in their local government chairman, your state assembly member, your house of reps, your senators, your governors to come to the meeting and answer questions from you, the sovereigns. They are answerable to you. We need to begin to demonstrate that process. And because once they know that majority of the community knows that, they are less likely to carry out corrupt practices or behave in such a manner as you've just seen by the NYSC head or whatever her name is. I don't quite know who her name is. No doubt I will be doing a live broadcast on this. But what I wanted to know is what's your take on what we just said now, and how this idea of actually encouraging our people to know the rights in the local language. Is this something that you can what do you think of it? Because I believe that that's the way to go. going to any church or any mosque and not actually empowering the people to know their rights and how to use those rights is actually keeping the people in the dark and just praying. Like I said, I'm not so sure if the youth corpers understand the rights that you see on the screen there. And I would advise and I want to encourage every youth to begin to share that information. You are a sovereign. It says it. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all the powers and authority. You do not treat a sovereign in the manner in which you treated this lady, this young girl. Look at that. Listen. You do not talk in this manner. You don't. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 sec. So 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I want to just mute it. I think I've gone too far one way. That's it. So give me 1 sec. We'll just get it sorted out in a minute. So just trying to. Okay, so the song is in the right place. How long will we continue to suffer? How long will I go to suffer? That's why that song is there. It's a song I wrote. You can download it on iTunes, on Spotify. How long will I go to suffer? And I'm playing that in the background, and you're gonna hear that this is an abuse. What is happening to this young lady is literally an abuse by the system, and we don't want that. It is terribly unacceptable. So it is, what happened to her is an abuse, literally. So we're gonna play it now. Watch this.
She said, so you guys will hear.
Are you normal?
I wasn't insulting the president, ma. I was only asking for accountability.
To even say to her, keep quiet there. She's a sovereign. You need to understand, those in government must understand that they cannot treat the citizens like this. They cannot treat the citizens just like that woman has done. This is totally unacceptable. And we must exercise our rights as sovereigns to hold them accountable.
Ma, are you threatening me?
And also threatening her. That is an offense right there. That's an offense. She has a right to express her opinion as a citizen of Nigeria. Section 39, Section 40. Yes, these are things that these people are not. She is not being rude. It's a terrible government because people are suffering. That is, you cannot dispute that. So let's carry on.
Down that rubbish. I'm not talking to your mate.
Again, why talk in such a condescending manner to somebody that is really trying to she's facing serious concerns and she's expressing it. The job of the government is to listen to the sovereigns and to try and address their concerns, not to put them to one side, not to castigate them, not to tell them to be putting them in chains, mentally and physically. Let's carry on.
She called me.
See that? So this young lady, I think it's Ray. I think it is. I'm not sure. She is right to have really exposed this online, and this really is an opportunity for us now as citizens to really join in this. And we need to see the NYSC boss facing charges for threatening behavior by the government. If they are telling us that they are following the rule of law, that must happen. It mustn't be a charade. She must face consequences, and this young lady must be apologized to by the government. She's a sovereign, and that's why I'm saying, don't just look at this video and just say, oh, that's wrong. And what can we pick up from this? What we can pick up is that many of us are not aware of our rights. Platforms like ours, Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power, we are here to address those feelings. The government is not willing, or the successive government do not want the people to know their rights so that they can continue to exploit and abuse, such as you had the lady, the NYSC boss speak to this lady. That is an abuse of power right there. We stand for the people in the communities knowing their rights in their local language so they can stand up for their rights, and we will also teach them how to use those rights. It's very, very important that we do that. So I wanted to know, what are your thoughts on this? You are, of course, listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Before we go, please, I'd like you to just do me a favor. Go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube and TikTok, on Facebook, and share this broadcast. share the broadcast. Let us know your thoughts. Again, how long will we continue? How long will I go to suffer? You can download this song on iTunes and on Spotify right now. We have it on there, and help us get the message out there. Kudos to this young lady for speaking up. She wasn't abusive. The government is terrible because people are suffering, and she has a right to express that. But for people to come and tell her, I'm not your mate. You are in government to serve every citizen, and you are there as a servant to the people who are the sovereigns. If you can't do it, then they should put somebody else in there. What are your thoughts on this? You're listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power about later on. Thank you, and bye now. Please don't forget to subscribe to Citizen AY. Subscribe to Citizen AY, hit notification button, and give us thumbs up and help us reach more people. Like I said, please familiarize yourself. I'll show you on the screen. Familiarize yourself with what I'm about to show you on the screen in your local languages. The Constitution, see, that is the Yoruba version in your local language. The Constitution in Yoruba, the key section of it in your language there, in your local language. Let me just adjust the screen a little bit so I can have that there. So you have that there. So you have that there, and I want you to just be able to read that. So you can, that's one in Yoruba, okay? 2 in Igbo. You see it in Igbo on the screen. I'll make it slightly closer so you can see it. That's in Igbo on the screen. So let me do this. So you see that, and then finally in Hausa as well. That's in Hausa. So it is important that this message goes to all our communities so that people know those rights in their local languages. We cannot accept this injustice anymore. It is not right. It is not acceptable that those in government can behave in a manner which is very, very condescending and disregarding of our rights as citizens. We can't accept that. It's very, very wrong. So please share the broadcast. What are your thoughts on this? Let's have your views. You are, of course, listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit notification button, give us thumbs up, and of course, you can download this song. You can download this song on iTunes and Spotify right now. How long una go to suffer? By yours truly, Citizen AY, your host. Thank you for watching. Let's have your views. I'll be back later on. Let us share your views on this. You're listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Back later on. Thank you, and bye for now. Bye for now.